Disaster in the deep roads. Orzammar is requesting the Inquisition's urgent assistance. Go to the war table to learn why. Oh, it's just gonna randomly start saying I finished quest again? Oh. Oh yeah. This weird glitch is back again, I guess. Anyway, guys, welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. It's been a while since we played this game. Since Jaws of Hakon, like 3 months ago? Wow. It's been a while already. For any of you that are new, because dear lord, a lot of you are new at this point, you can go check the playlist in the description. You'll find like 150 episode full, relatively completionist playthrough of the main game and the first DLC. We're starting the second one right now. There may be some story continuity that's easy to understand if you've seen the previous stuff before and all that. But anyway, second DLC is out. All those pop-ups are happening still. So we want to go to the Storm Coast, which I believe is right over here. Yep. Disaster in the deep roads. Costs 16 power. The Inquisition has received an urgent request for aid from Orzammar. A subterranean earthquake has collapsed one of their lyrium mines and endangered several others. Even worse, tunnels, seals preventing Darkspawn from overrunning the dwarven-occupied deep roads have crumbled, allowing hordes of the enemy to invade. Orzammar is a key provider of the Inquisition's lyrium supplies, and as such, its security is a top priority. The earthquake opened a fissure in the Storm Coast Mountains, granting direct access from the surface to the threatened region underground. Constructing a mining lift at the fissure site will permit the Inquisition to transport forces directly to where Darkspawn fighting is fiercest. We have 3 options here again? We have to just get one. Connections. Orzammar has the experts we need to build such a lift. At your discretion, I can hire a team of their best construction workers right away. That would make sense. Secrets. I know where to find people who can build a mining lift quickly and safely. Yeah, from Orzammar, dummy. Forces. We need to move quickly to contain them. I'll dispatch my best people to storm the coast at once. Dispatching soldiers is great, but don't we need the lift still? Can't I just do all 3 of these? Oh well, let's do connections. Just makes sense. The most out of those ones, I'd say. Disaster in the deep roads. A construction team arrived in the Storm Coast Mountains and set up a mining lift to transport Inquisition forces from the earthquake's fissures opening down into the deep roads. A report sent by the messenger bird, Inquisitor. The mining lift in the Storm Coast Mountains will be finished by the time you get here. Anyone going into the deep roads should dress accordingly. Don't skimp on the armor and bring the best weapons in Skyhold's arsenal. I also recommend packing plenty of dry rations. Most things down there will be looking to eat the Inquisition, not the other way around. Sked Harding. Alright, let's get in there then. Oh dear lord, what was my team again? I have to try to remember what team I left off with in the previous time I was playing. Let's see. I mean, I was certainly playing with Vivian. I think I was doing 2 mages and a war... I'm the warrior, so we're doing 2 mages and a rogue then. So it probably had Sarah. Yeah, it was probably Vivian... Yeah, it basically has to be Vivian, Dorian, and Sarah. Because Varric's not... Varric hasn't been great. Cole is mostly melee, is the way I've built him, so he tends to get himself wrecked. Where Sarah's my ranged DPS, so this must be the people I've been playing with. Gotta break the rust off a little bit, shake the dust, stretch, you know, all that. Try to remember how to play this game again, exactly.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
Josephine's report mentioned several lyrium mines were damaged by the quakes.
You'll see what's left of this one on your way down. From what I hear, the other mines are barely holding together.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
From your tone, I'd guess Orzammar isn't your favorite place.
I don't have an opinion. cloud gazers like me aren't allowed in the city. The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
Lowered into a hole. What an auspicious start.
We've been in worse places.
Perhaps you have, my dear.
Stupid darkspawn.
You're much more likely to hit rock.
Still their house. Message sent.
Is it me, or is this the slowest lift ever constructed?
It's better than climbing down.
I could do with some music. Something with a flute.
Magirl, Novrik, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trustful Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Yeah, to clarify that, based on what Harding said too, if a dwarf leaves Orzammar, or any dwarven city really, and goes to the surface, they're not allowed to go back. They're immediately banned. So that's not... Frankly, it's kind of nonsensical and weird, but oh well. It's not something we're going to change today, I'm sure. But it does mean that Harding probably isn't allowed to come down here.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
Are there others around?
There's nothing to be done here but account for the dead. The rest are deeper into the roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the deep roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Orzammar deals with darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Apologies for pushing you.
Aren't you a polite thing?
I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Well, this is nice. Alright, Shaper Volta. Let's take a quick look at that real quick. The, Orzammar was so conspicuously missing this whole time, so it's good to be getting a little bit of a little bit more from that. Let's see. The Shaper Volta, so this is the person we just met. I regretted the way we parted from the moment you left Orzammar. The words I spoke shame the ancestors and our home. Your mother still won't speak to me. Yesterday I passed by a funeral for a legionnaire. I looked in as they tattooed her face. The weight of the ink seemed heavy. In moments, she aged 20 years. I know that you are not part of the Legion, but sometimes it feels like I have lost my daughter all the same. I remember when you were a little girl. You dragged me to the Shape Raid just to skip down the aisles of books and records. You'd hum softly and run your tiny fingers along the spines of tomes you'd one day study. I still expect to find you there. They tell me the Legion Commander with you. They tell me the Legion Commander with you is one of the best, and I shouldn't worry. It may be weak, but I'm not ready to lose you to the stone. Please be careful. Your father. So that's a letter to this woman right here from her father. So she's been dedicated for sure, and she's kind of just hanging out there. You gonna keep moving? Oh, is she following me now? She looked like she was running ahead, but now it looks like she's following me.
These roads are dangerous.
It's fine. I have a save point. I'll be good. Trust me. Stormcoast Fissure. From this ridge, exposed sections of the deep roads are visible below. There's history in the rocks split by these quakes, and for those without sure footing, a particularly dangerous fall. Oh, well, I'm sure we'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I have played platformers before. Have you seen my Crash Bandicoot series? I got this. I've never fallen off a cliff in my life. I'm doomed. Sorry. Getting distracted by spindleweed. Let's run past this. It's everywhere. Oh. Hello. Immediate surprise boss fight. Okay, so it's level 26. Let's have a quick reminder of what level my characters are. Honestly, I don't entirely remember. Okay, we are 26 also. I wouldn't be surprised if my other characters are lower. 26, 26. Everyone's 26. Okay. That's fine. So let's say everyone attack this pack. Let's take a quick look at our potions. Confusion grenade, confusion grenade, confusion grenade. Everyone's got restoration grenades. I'll have to replenish these a bit. I should have done that beforehand. Oh well. We'll be fine. So one of them's already barriering, so instead I'll have the other one cast a fire spell, because double barrier is silly when they're probably going to hit the same guys anyway. And Sarah can open with the long shot.
This way, big horse.
Realistically, we'd probably have this. Ow. Okay, that's not great. Alright, Sarah.
It's not focused on us.
Ogre. To break the Ogre's grab, use an ability with a physical effect such as stun, knockback, or knockdown. Stun, knockback, or knockdown. I think I have... I believe that one of these abilities has a... This one should have a knockback or stun. That might not have worked. Oh well, I'll do damage. No, it looks like I knocked him out. Looks like that more or less worked. Alright. Vasti, use Walking Fortress. Keep yourself durable here. Vivian, use a quick regeneration potion to recover a bit. Where's Dorian right now? Is that him? He's a little too close to the attack range, frankly. Alright, throw a fire mine in there. Vivian should also stack some damage in here. There we go. Vasti, what kind of tricks do you have? No need for shield batch because he doesn't have a shield up right now. Yeah, not a lot of tricks right now. Just let them persist for the moment. Just keep pressing forward with time. Okay. Get back on our shield rotation here. You don't have bubble. Oh, you're low on mana. There we go. Barrier. We should be good for the moment. Throw a fire mine in there. There we go. Watch Vivian for the next barrier. It looks like she already... Did she already barrier? Alright. Vasti has no barrier then, but he's hanging in there. Yeah, he activated... He has Walking Fortress activating periodically, so he should be a lot harder to kill in any way. And keeping an eye on their barriers. They're still staying up for the most part. Okay, he's grabbed again. And all of your stuff's turned off. I don't know if I can really do physical knockback attacks with these characters. There might be a downside we have to worry about, but I mean, if Vasti's not really taking damage, we're okay, right? Especially if I can just barrier him like that, even when he's being carried. I'll just keep stacking my spells on him. Basically just staggering between two characters and using Immolate over and over again. And if I see Vasti take damage, I'll be ready with the do barrier right now. And Vasti will be ready to do Walking Fortress if he actually starts getting in trouble all of a sudden. Alright, Vivian is taking damage. Next barrier's not really available yet. Let's have her back off. There we go. Just hang out from over here for a little bit. Oh, she barriered anyway, didn't she? Alright, well. Barrier Vasti real quick. There we go. They nerfed the hell out of Knight Enchanters in general. Particularly their ability to destroy enemies' stats and stuff like that, but they're still relatively powerful at just beating on people. Why would it not be focused on us? That's weird. Oh no. Did you just knock my character off the cliff? Oh, he warped back on? Cool. Okay. I let that sit for too long. Let's do a quick AoE. And, Dorian, how about you go back to not standing by the ogre like you were earlier? That was pretty cool. Where's Sarah? Whoa, Sarah, can you even attack from there? I guess you can. It just seems like a weirdly long distance, but I'll let you do you, I guess. Since it seems to be working. Do a long shot for that bonus damage. Let's see, slow-mo. Charge up a full draw for bonus damage. There we go. Put that poison on your weapons. There we go. Another long shot. Everyone's remaining pretty durable, so I'm not super concerned. Quick regeneration on Vivian to heal over time under that barrier. Do we have... You have barrier set up. Let's just make sure you're casting it on who I want you to be casting it on. Alright, they're healthy. My regeneration potions are pretty powerful because they have the AoE effect, so they heal other people around them at the same time, making them pretty indispensable. Let's just stack some damage over here. God damn, this is a long fight, by the way. I don't have a lot to talk about because it's going pretty smoothly, really. Throw a quick barrier in there, keep people active. I mean, healthy, active. They're pretty active. They're fighting an ogre, as it turns out. I'm just throwing fire stuff on the ground over there. Yep, this guy's persisting for a while. God damn. I guess level 26 elites will do that. How are you fighting time to barrier, Dorian? You shouldn't even be taking damage. Who's that? Oh, that's Shaper. There's Vasti. So they must have fallen off the cliff because this fight's getting into too weird of a spot. Let's see if I can back off. Oh, he's going off the cliff now. Oh, he died. Okay. he just fell right off the cliff. Alright.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Silencer. High DPS dagger with a chance of hidden blades. That's nice. Alright, well that happened. Yeah, all my guys kept falling off the cliff and just respawning, so I wasn't entirely sure if that would work for that guy, but clearly it did. Alright, that's one way to open up the DLC. A really prolonged fight against one ogre. Right. You click left stick to do the radar. I was holding down left trigger.
Never get used to the stench of darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air.
I was totally trying to use my Witcher sense. Had a lot of experience with that lately. Wow, I can almost hit my head on this. There's nothing up here, is there? This may have been a waste of time. Oh. Well, I figured I'd take a look. They usually like to stash stuff up here. I should have probably taken the warning when it was so dark I couldn't even see. Alrighty, so who's fighting down... Well, what? That's a stupid question. Dwarves and darkspawn are fighting down here.
That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Get those charges to the top!
That sounds like a job for the Inquisition. Oh, hey guys, what are you little nightmares? Those are Genlocks? They look different. They look a little different. Alright, well this is the new version of Darkspawn, I guess. They didn't have much of a presence in the main game, so it makes sense we get to see them now. Have we seen Genlocks in the main campaign yet? I don't think we did. I don't remember them looking like weird gorilla creatures. Alright, well, get some focus firing in there. Dorian, stand over here. And Sarah, stand over here. Just to not be standing in the middle of the melee range. There we go. Don't want to stand them next to each other, and also don't want to stand right next to the fire. Let's stack some AoE on these guys. There we go. We have fun here. Throw a mine in there for the nice knockback and everything. That's gonna hurt. Yep, that looks like it hurt. Dorian, let's back you up a little more. Getting too close to where I don't want you to be. There we go. There we go. Oh man, that is a lot of guys in one small area, and they are not really accomplishing a whole lot. Ooh! I used my AoE fire spell and immediately got it back. It must have had that, that critical effect or something. The one where you don't get a cooldown. Oh man, that's a lot of them. Okay, let's see. This might be a fun time for you to cast your AoE slow, because there's hells of fools around here. You don't have a lot of tricks right now, Sarah. Vasti. Vasti can just persist for now. But an AoE slow could make this a little more manageable. That's a. Can I? Is that the bubble? Yeah, I guess it's smaller than I remember. It happens. The water's cold. I'm sorry. Alright. Just get some AoEs right into the middle of that attack, basically. God damn, that's a lot of darkspawn. This is one way to really drive it home how many darkspawn there are in general. Just throwing in a periodic barrier and stuff. Alright. God damn, there's a lot going on here. Basically just spamming my AoEs in here. Let's try to terrify some of these guys. If I can, just to make them run away a little bit. Make a little bit more of a mess of this thing. Oh man, there's multiple soldiers in here to try to save too. Sarah's taking care of her. Yeah, she knows what to do. I don't really have to babysit her. Where's Vasti in this whole mess? Vasti? I literally can't see you in all this. So I should probably bubble you. Oh, there's two parts. Oh, there he is. Alright, so let's bubble all these guys at once. Keep the whole group safe. Oh, the person's trying to attack. Oh, Sarah stealthed accordingly. God damn, yeah, the Sarah AI is always on point. I don't really have to tell her what to do, except for when she tries to stand in really dangerous positions sometimes. That's kind of a bummer. Alright, if I can, yeah, let's do the disruption field. Just slow down anyone who is near you right now, as we continue to throw more AoE into the area. I'm really just blowing everything up as they all aggro on my tank, which seems to be doing more than well enough for me to do anything else. Yep, that was a lot of kills very quickly. I'm happy with that outcome. Just keep blowing things up. God damn, that was a density of enemies, by the way. I'm kind of surprised the game didn't take a performance hit or something, just because so many games would have been really chugging when they throw that many characters on screen. Vasti, where you at? Is that you up there? Yes, it is. You're holding on just fine. Knock someone on their ass for funsies. Yay! Oh, he didn't even fall over. Bummer. Alright, you guys should probably move up if you haven't already. You already have. Oh, that guy's still alive. Okay. Dorian and Sarah, you go fight that guy. Just because he's already right next to you anyway. Might as well wipe him out before he creates a mess. There we go. Throw a few fire spells in there. He's pretty much dead. Alright. This is pretty clear. We pretty much have this taken care of already. Just gotta persist for a bit. And try and resist the temptation to pause periodically to do things, because it'll just make the fight take longer. My main strategy is mostly just throwing Immolate in there repeatedly, along with barriers, and otherwise letting them kind of do their own thing. Okay, Dorian, where are you right now? There he is. Okay. Yeah, let's change where you are. Where's Sarah? Where is Sarah? God damn, there's so many characters that I can't find my own dudes. Oh, there she is. Okay, she wasn't even in the crowd. Alright, have her hide around here. She is about to get attacked, isn't she? By this guy coming in. Maybe I'll take manual control. Can't enter stealth. But I could get in a better position, I'm sure. Backflip, yeah. Funsies. Oh, Dorian got wrecked. Whoops. That's fine. Vivian's on top of things. Let's cause some high-speed damage. Just while we have the opportunity, do a few slower skills while they're unable to stop me from doing it. There we go. Nice bouncing. Oh, that guy's armored up. Move on to someone else that's still vulnerable. Leave it to people like Vasti to take out the armored guy. I'd be intentionally taking out the guard through manual targeting and everything, but there's just so much going on here that I could easily just let it sit for a while. As I say that though, now he's the last dude, so now shield bash him to get that shield off. Yep, now he's down to nothing. Everyone ruined this guy's day, all at once. All together now. Payback strike. Shield bash him again. Try to knock him over, not working. We're persisting just fine though. Alright, prime the charges. There's one. Is that the other one? Looks like it. Alright, that wasn't too big. That wasn't too big of a deal. Let's get out of here before we blow up or something. Taking cover! There's probably a lot of loot in that room, but I'm gonna stick to the moment where the explosion's happening and not sit around. Hut! Tension. Well, this DLC chapter sure up to an explosive chart. Damn it. Ooh, a camp. That's one way to break the tension a little bit. Oh, we're just gonna set up camp, no big deal.
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thedas to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
For such a small group, your people have held up well.
The quakes took a lot of us. Reinforcements will be slow to arrive.
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
How can an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here. These are different. She thinks she knows why.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away, and there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense, and Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths. Or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
Dangerous, then. But a magic unique to the deep roads might be worth investigating.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Deep Roads Expedition Table. Use the Expedition Table to complete unique Inquisition operations called Expeditions, found in this area of the Deep Roads. Expeditions do not appear on the War Table in Skyhold. So it's something new and more localized. Alright, well that'll be something we check out next episode, guys. Thanks for watching, like always. Be sure to check out the playlist in the description if you haven't seen the original series, and I'll be continuing this DLC as soon as possible. I'll see you guys next time.